Welcome back, everybody. A tradition unlike any other, baseball with Marty Lurie. And what I interviewed Gabe in the first segment. What a dynamic difference this clubhouse is going to be.
Well, it's unbelievable. And I've been going to spring training for a long time, just as a person involved with baseball and also as a fan. I've never seen, seriously, a spring training like this. And then as part of it is to break away from the old tradition of Bochy and Sabian and what the Giants did before. He's got 15 coaches. He's got players running all over the fields. They've got drills going every 6 seconds. Everything is being videotaped. There's a lot of energy. There's a lot of enthusiasm. There's a lot of competition for jobs. And really, I've been through these spring trainings for a while. I've never seen anything quite like this.
Gabe Kapler was not a popular hire. You know that for reasons beyond Bruce Bochy being the fan favorite. What does he need to do?
Well, I think he just needs to relate to the fans, and I think he needs some wins, truthfully, to show that he can be successful. And I think they're going to be better than people think because they're stressing the fundamentals every single minute of spring training, and little things help you win games.
Fundamentals don't put pitchers on the mound, give you a leadoff hitter. There's so many question marks on this team. Why are you optimistic? Why do you think they're going to win more games than people think?
Well, I think because of the way they're going to play. I don't see this as a team of giving up. I think the veterans are going to be a little bit better. And I think he's got so many pitchers that in the way the game is played today, he doesn't need Kane and Lincecum and Bumgarner. He needs guys who can give him 4 or 5 innings to start a game. He's got a total wave of pitchers coming in after that. It's like the assault on the beach in Normandy. He's got Tyson Ross. He's got Cahill. He's got Tyler Anderson. He's got people all over the place. Then he must have about 15 people who can, be the 8th and 9th inning guys. So I think the game itself is going to play a little better than people think. Can they score runs? That's going to be the story.
Best story last year for me was Mike Yastrzemski. What do you think Mike Yastrzemski's success translate into this year? Did he keep the job?
Well, we'll see. He's 29 years old. He hit 20 home runs or more last year. He's never had major success before until last year. So there's the old sophomore jinx, as they used to say in baseball. He's got to be careful of that because people will adjust to him.
Give me the starting outfield for the Giants.
Well, I guess you got Dickerson and Pence in left.
If Dickerson stays healthy, he's a slugger.
Well, you hope so. But you got Pence, who had a great year last year, of course, with Texas. He'll play against right-handed pitching. You get Yastrzemski, probably, I think, in right field. And then in center field, you've got Duggar. You've got Jalen Davis, and you got my guy, Billy Hamilton.
Yeah.
I love Billy Hamilton. I've loved him for years. I wanted him 3 years ago.
Yeah.
If he can figure out a way to get on base, we can have excitement. But let me tell you something. You're looking at a premier defensive center fielder. So I'd say those guys are going to be in the outfield.
Okay. Longoria at third, Crawford at shortstop, Belt at first, Posey behind the backstop, second base.
Oh, where do you see this guy? Yolmer Sanchez, Gold Glove. And Dennis, I've watched baseball a long time. All you have to do is see one ground ball hit to him and you realize why he's a Gold Glover. The hands are perfect. And he goes back on a pop-up perfectly. They have him turning double plays. It's like the old days of Mazeroski where the ball, it doesn't even hit his glove and it's gone. So that's how quick he is. I like Yolmer Sanchez.
You're talking about a pretty solid up-the-middle defense in Crawford, Sanchez, and center field. That's pretty solid.
Yeah, no, defensively they're okay. I think bullpen-wise they're going to be okay. Starting pitching, we'll see. Kevin Gausman, what he can do. Smiley, what he can do. And, of course, Samardzin Cueto. The big thing for them is scoring runs because they didn't score runs last year.
And finally, the reconfiguration of Triples Alley. It's going to favor Belt, I think, more than anybody else. But to what extent will that favor the Giants' offense as a whole?
I think a little bit. Honestly, when you think about it, 421 is now, 415. You've got 8 or 9 feet in left center field as well. It's going to help them a little bit, but they've got to hit. They've got to hit as a team. They've got to get on base. They've got to slug. Look, they don't have a 3-4-5 guy.
Yeah.
And I've said it all winter long. Give me at least one guy. Give me Castellanos, just one guy in the middle of the order. And that's going to be the biggest challenge coming out of spring training to see if they can hit. Gabe Kapler is very interesting, Dennis. I want to tell you. I think he knows the game. He and Farhan are running this thing, and they're running it the way they want. You've not seen anything like this in San Francisco ever. And wait till you see what this is going to look like.
It's going to be an interesting season. A team in transition and a 180 from Bochy to the new skipper, Gabe Kapler. Vern Glenn is going to take you home on the other side of this commercial break.